oh my god, you had her laid out on the teacher. YouTube, it's your girl Rose, and I am back today with another story time. This is my first story time. Anyways, I get the point from the title. As you guys can already see, this is gonna be a little spicy story time. This story time kind of makes me cringe because it's like the old me, and I've like grown and matured so much from like these situations or this situation that I'm about to speak about. So it's kind of cringy for me. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. So when I was younger and I was in high school, I was like Facebook famous, right? I was Facebook famous for all the wrong reasons. I was Facebook famous for fighting. Yes, I had mad fighting videos. Every single time I fought, that crap got recorded and up on Facebook. So I used to get mad ads and all of that type of stuff. It's not something that I'm happy about. I'm not here like praising myself about it. But it's kind of the reason why. It's just all gonna tie into the story time. I gotta give the girl that snuck me a name. I don't know what name I should give her. We're gonna call her China. All right. So China, right? China had her group of friends. She was a senior, so she had her group of friends, her senior friends, and then I was a junior and I had my group of friends. And it's crazy because to this day, I'm only friends with one of the girls from my group in high school. Well, my clique in high school. So basically, like, our group was beefing with that group. Like, the junior group was beefing with the senior group. And me, being that I was Facebook famous, like, every little thing that I would post about the situation, because yes, like, we used to all be throwing subs at each other and just being mad petty and immature. Every single sub that I used to throw used to go crazy. Mad comments, mad likes, like, just people trolling and joking and just being dumb under my post. So that brought a lot of the heat onto me. Like, even though it wasn't even my like beef to begin with, because I was in that friend group, like I kind of got like absorbed into the beef. And being that I was Facebook famous, like all of the attention came to me. Like if I was a problem starter, like I was the one that was starting everything. Literally, like my principal had gotten involved multiple times. So like they were tired of me in my high school already. Like they just wanted me to graduate and get out of there already at this point. All of the fights that I was having, all of the drama that I was involved in into social media, it was just a lot. But now we're gonna get into the real details. So me and China did not like each other at all. Like I said, like our friends group just did not like each other, so it was beef. And one day my advisor didn't come to school. So during like my advisory like time period, they put our group into the seniors group. And it just so happened that it was China's advisory that I was in for the day. I don't remember like the whole details, like why was it that me and her had so much animosity and like hostility towards each other. But basically, like I was running from somewhere back into the classroom, like back into the advisory classroom, and China had walked out with one of her friends. So I was running down the hallway, and as China like turned the corner to come out of the room, I bumped her dumb hard, like I know her shoulder flew because I think her bag fell on the floor and everything. And I didn't even stop to say sorry or nothing. I just went straight inside the classroom because to me it's like, I don't like you. I just bumped you. Like, what are you going to do? Like, and I'm not going to say sorry because that was the type of mentality I had back then. Very immature, very petty. Should have never did that. I'm not trying to justify anything that I did. I'm just telling this as a story time because it's funny and it's for entertainment purposes only. And that happened. I bumped her mad hard. Her bag fell to the floor and I just went inside the classroom. I didn't apologize. I didn't like say sorry for bumping her. I just went inside the class. Now, like, I want to say like 5-10 minutes pass and she comes back inside the classroom with her friend. And I could see in her face that she's angry. Like, she's very angry. She came back into the classroom with her hoodie on. She had her hoodie tied and all of that. So I just told my friend Rosa, she's one of my bestest friends. Me and her been friends since like 7th grade. She was in my advisory, so me and her was sitting down together. And I had told her, I think that she was the friend that was running with me down the hallway. But even if she wasn't, when I had gotten in the classroom, I had told Rosa, like, yo, I just bumped China and her bag flew off her shoulder and I didn't even say sorry. Like, I know she's about to come in here and she's going to want to fight me. So I already knew that the fight was about to happen. I had told Rosa, like, it's about to go down, bro. I'm telling you this right now. So, like, hold my stuff. I had already given my book back to Rosa. I think I had jewelry on, and I took off my jewelry, and I gave it to Rosa. So when China comes back inside the room with her hoodie, I look at Rosa, and I'm like, I told you, like, we about to get it popping. Both of our advisory teachers wasn't there, so that's why they combined us together. And we just had our guidance counselor, like, attending the 2 classes. And basically, she had went to my guidance counselor and told the guidance counselor, like, what had just happened in the hallway. So when the guidance counselor calls my name, I'm like, yes, like, I'm acting mad stupid, like, I don't know what just happened. So the guidance counselor goes, Rose, China told me that you just bumped her in the hallway and you didn't even say sorry. And I was like, yep, that did happen. And my guidance counselor goes, like, okay, like, why did you do that? I turned to her and I told her that at that moment, like, obviously I don't like you, so I'm not going to say sorry, like. And I think, like, me and her started going back and forth a little bit, and the guidance counselor was like, okay, like, let's take this out the room. So I go to walk out. My stupid ass should have not been the first to walk out because obviously, like, I don't know what's going on behind me. As I'm walking out, I hear the guidance counselor scream, China, no! So when I hear her scream that, I, like, turn around, and as I turn around, like, she's throwing the punch at me type of thing. So I, like, kind of, like, weaved it, like, her punch didn't land at all. I weaved it, and I just started duffing her, like, really duffing her, like. And at this moment, I had my phone in my hand. Like, my phone was in my hand for, like, the whole half of the fight. So now we're, like, you know, dragging each other all over the classroom. And I'm just, like, I'm really pounding her face out. And, like, I still have my phone in my hand. So I'm punching her with my phone in my hand. And there was, like, a table that was next to us. I literally stopped mid-fight, put my phone down, and then grabbed her up again and kept fighting her. I don't know how it was at everybody else's school, but in my school, we had, like, this screen called the smart board, and that was, like, where the teacher did all the work at. I literally, like, grabbed her head, and I just banged her head, like, on the smart board. And then I remember, like, turning over to the teacher's desk, because the teacher's desk was right next to the smart board. And I just remember her, like, laying her out on the teacher's desk and just duffing her. And then the fight ended. They finally got to pull us apart. And they, like, took her outside of the classroom. Like, the security guards took her outside of the classroom. So now I'm in the classroom in front of everybody after I just had a fight. And one thing about me, after every single fight that I've had, I start to cry after. Like, I don't know why. I think it's just all my emotions and, like, my anger and my adrenaline, like, all combined together just makes me cry. And I hate that that happens. I feel like that makes me look mad buns. Like, and I'm not buns. I'm not crying because I lost, because I obviously didn't. I'm not crying because I'm hurt, because I wasn't hurt. I'm just crying because I'm angry. I was crying and stuff. And we're in the classroom with, like, her group of friends still. So I looked at all of them and I was like, and if any of y'all want to get it, we could get it too. Because that's just the type of time I always used to be on. When I finished fighting somebody, if their friends or anybody was around, I'd be like, okay, and what? Like, you wanna fight too? Like, I was just such a hothead when I was younger. It's so bad. But I thank God that I've, like, gotten to, like, control that way more and don't always resort to fighting, because communication is key. You can talk problems out. You don't always have to fight. That's the story time. That's what happened. I ended up getting suspended. I think she got suspended for, like, 5 days, and I got suspended for, like, 3 days because it was self-defense. Like, she threw the first hit. But in my school, even if it was self-defense, you still got suspended because there's just a no fighting tolerance at all. So I got suspended, even though I tried to fight it and say that I shouldn't be getting suspended because I defended myself. She threw the first hit, and everybody in the classroom seen that, and even the guidance counselor, because she screamed China no, which gave me the alert to turn around and defend myself. I don't have beef with that girl to this day. So if you're watching this, we don't have no beef. That's the story time, guys. I don't really have anything else to say about the situation. If you guys want more story times like this, just let me know. I've had a few more fights that I don't mind to drop a story time on, because it's just for entertainment purposes. Like, that happened when I was mad young. Like, I'm grown now. I don't think I would ever be out here fighting people again, because I'm too old to be fighting. If I fight somebody, I'll go to jail. And I did go to jail for fighting somebody. So if you guys want to see that story time, let me know too, because that's where the real tea is. Always want to end off every video with a nice prayer. I hope that everybody is in the best of health. I hope that everybody's in the best of wealth. And I'm wishing brains and happiness and just a flow of money coming in for everybody, period. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Wake up, wake up. Gotta get this paper, get this cake up.